Hello guys, a new episode on InitVerse channel. Very happy to be here. Special one is the 2-year anniversary of InitVerse. Yes, time goes fast. Today is gonna be a very nice and casual talk with the team. There's Adi and Sarah and Takara with us. Awesome to have you here, guys. Takara, how are you, man?
Hey Jerome, very excited to be here and talk about our second year anniversary and everything else. Yeah.
Nice to have you. Hey Adi, how are you, brother? You forgot to unmute. Are you with us, Adi? It's good, we can edit everything.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Okay, how are you, Adi?
Hey, am I visible now?
Yes,
Hey, I'm good. How about you?
I'm okay, man. I'm okay. Nice to be with you guys.
Yeah.
And yeah, today it's a special episode, like I said, 2 years anniversary. So for the community, for you guys, we want to talk about all the challenging topics we have, and also the history a little bit of the blockchain and everything we see, and about InitVerse, of course. And yeah, let's jump into the first topic. I think a topic that probably the one of the first topics that we talk about when we enter the industry and the blockchain industry is it's about privacy. We always hear that the blockchain is all about transparency, among other things. So how to mix and have a balance between transparency and privacy? Is it possible? What do you think, Adi?
Yeah. So thanks, Jerome, for the intro and everything. So when we think about blockchain, it's everything that is around security and everything. So privacy on the public blockchain basically may sound contradictory at first, but advanced cryptographic techniques that are coming in the market like DFHE, fully harmonic encryption, are redefining what's actually possible, like to the maximum extent, because you want to onboard billion users, then you need that kind of technology. So DFHE allows you computation to be directly performed on the encrypted data, meaning sensitive, like people who don't know basically, sensitive user information can remain private while still being validated transparently on chain,
Okay.
because that's what we want as a like for to secure our data. So for InitVerse integrates TFHE to ensure that even on a permissionless network like AnyChain, users can transact securely without exposing their personal or financial details that they don't want to, for example, expose. Right?
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
That
Yeah, pretty cool. What do you think, Salah?
Yeah, I think I have to agree with what Aditya said. So even though the concept of privacy on a public blockchain might sound a bit weird, but it is quite important. We know that public blockchains in general need to be transparent. But at the same time, privacy doesn't mean hiding everything, right? It means like controlling what is shared and without actually compromising security or transparency. So I think this is where TFHE with Anyverse and AnyChain really comes into play. And it really means that, sensitive data, such as financial transactions, user identity, health data, and so on, can remain fully encrypted, whilst being processed by a smart contract or a node or so on. So I think the way InitVerse does it with TFHE, having this core privacy layer, but at the same time being transparent as well, I think it's a perfect balance, and it'll be very exciting to see how this technology develops. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, it's a good point. You guys said it all. So to me, I don't have a very strong background of technology. I'm not an engineer. Obviously, I learn about it, I know about it, and I use it, of course, right? But to me, so the good point is I have the user also point of view on my side, and it's true that when they told me, I was very happy to understand and to know that we have a technology where like transparency is there. I want to know what's going on, especially in the finance, with the banks and everything. You don't really know what's going on. So that was nice. But at the same time, knowing that everything I'm gonna do is transparent, meaning does it mean that everybody's gonna know it? I was kind of reluctant at first. And knowing that we have this kind of technology that with InitVerse, I feel like it's the good time, like people can join in and feel relief and be safe. And I always have this a good example. There's actually a French project working on a blockchain as well and working with hospital. And they're working on a system of, okay, you come for a specific thing at the hospital and you have all a bunch of people that with your name and maybe your passport number can see all your history. Maybe you don't want that, right? You come for a cold or something minor. You don't want them to know what's going on in your life or in your past family. So I think it's pretty cool to first the us when we go to hospital, we still have the ownership of our history, our health and everything. So I can choose what to give you. And second, just the technology itself can protect your data. So I think it's amazing. It can be in medical. It can be as well, I believe, in a Web3 project, like everything relationship with the customer, right? You want to have we have that, right? When you go to a website nowadays and you agree, you're like, do you want to share your information? But what information to who is kind of not transparent at all, and it's not private. So I think it's a good thing, and InitVerse is on point on this, so pretty good, yeah. So privacy is one thing, and it will help for our second topic, which is, and this is something in every bull run or every project we talk, is the mass adoption, right? It's like we want, basically, we are here at the pioneer, maybe like years ago already, some people, and then we are maybe the second or third generation, but we want everybody to be here, right? So what's, in your opinion, the key to mass adoption? What is it? What do you think, Taraka?
Yeah, very good question, and something that everyone talks about. How is mass adoption going to happen in Web3? I think it's one of those things where it's I noticed that now you have NFTs, meme coins, and stuff that's pretty popular with like modern culture, right? But
Yeah.
I think blockchain is one of those things that's invisible yet essential, kind of similar to like the internet itself, right? Like, say, for example, with like IPs or TCP, stuff like this, even though people might not be familiar with it, but we use apps that are pushed by this technology. So I think there will come a time when something similar will happen in Web3. There will be like Web3 technology will slowly be kind of utilized within our Web2 applications and so on. So I think one of the key things to drive this change is with software, and especially Web3 as a service. And I think that's where InitVerse really kind of comes in, how they will provide these services for people to kind of use blockchain technology to create like real world use cases, right? Whether it's in data privacy or collaborative governance or decentralized file storage or whatever. So it was giving that kind of opportunity is like pretty big. And I think on the other side is user experience, right? So it's the same when you try to convince your grandma or grandpa to download the wallet. They can be pretty confused at times. So what's this like key? What are these 12 codes I need to learn? What's like, why is the EVM and Solana address different? Like, stuff like this.
Yeah.
It can be pretty complicated at times. So I think, what are gas fees? Why is the gas fee on BNB this token? Why is the gas fee on this token, right? So I think it's one of those things where like, it's all about the user experience. I think as Web3 technology develops, we'll be seeing that user experience become more and more central, similar to Web2 experiences. So that's another thing. And finally, I think real world relevance. So hopefully we'll be seeing, Web3 being utilized in like a more Web2 world. Like we see Web3 gaming becoming more and more popular amongst the Web2 gaming community, or like cross-border payments. People are starting to use Bitcoin and other currencies to do cross-border transactions and so on. So I think it's come to a point where Web3 is no longer just for crypto natives. It's slowly becoming a small part of us, especially for like traditional users. And yeah, it's very exciting to see how this will develop in the next few months and years.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, it's going fast, right? It's going super fast. What do you think, Adi?
Yeah, I guess all the points are covered, but like if you see the major use cases lies in crypto payments, where people who doesn't have their bank accounts still can use the unbanked people can also come into crypto and use services. And but it's still not that easy for a normal beginner who is just coming from a web 2 to web 3. So if we have to assume we want that mass adoption, there should be blockchain, but it will be invisible to the end user that is going to use it. So no wallet, no complex wallet setups, gas, no you need some gas fees to incentivize validators and all, but or technical jargon you can just minimize it, I guess, because you cannot just vanish it out of the blue, but just tap, sign, and go. Then no need to just do multiple steps, all those things, because if you do a normal transaction in web 2, you need to make that seamless in the web 3 space as well, because they want security, but why they want to remove their user experience that they have, they can do transaction very easily. They just click one tap and the transaction happens, but it doesn't like that in the web3 space. But we are seeing solutions coming in, and with the help of blockchain as a service, SaaS platforms like InitVerse, building, it's becoming more accessible to people. And real adoption begins when users stop realizing that they are using a blockchain. That's it. But they are getting the security and everything as well.
Yeah, it's a good point. The security part actually, I didn't really think about it, and that's a good point. Yeah, is how to make it safe and sure, and everybody can use it. Yes, same here. As a user, I think good example is actually for me the mass adoption is almost you don't even want people to know that it's about blockchain, right? It's like everybody knows about Visa, everybody knows on your phone the iOS, but to be honest, nobody really cares to learn about it, or they don't even know, right? They just want, okay, I open my phone, I click on this app, and I can see the weather, I can see my route, or I can call for some food or delivery or something like this. They have no clue how it works, but I think that's how mass adoption comes into play. Like you guys said well as well, it needs to be super easy, it needs to be fast, it needs to be safe, and that's how we're gonna bring people. Now that's a big challenge for all of us actually, for all the projects in the universities. Also, how to build trust, right? We need to build trust so people will trust our tools. They will trust. They will come. And the second point as well is, so it's for mass adoption. We use it. We think about users, or maybe some people who will spend their money and everything, just a consumer, right? But they also the part I believe in entrepreneurship, and that's why I like as well. And we in Web 2 did a good job, and I think in Web 2 we can do even better with, for example, InitVerse's SaaS builder is super cool, because some people they have ideas, but they don't have the skills of coding. They don't have the means to maybe pay for a team of engineer or coder or developers. So something very easy, click, drop here. You just see the front end and everything is pretty cool. Maybe we can talk a bit more about the SaaS builder. Do you guys have any insight on what InitVerse is building? Maybe Adi, do you know a bit about our SaaS project, and do you think is how easy it's gonna become?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, like one click, like app development, that's thing. It's going to revolutionize almost everything, because you see that people stuck because at one point that they don't have that technical knowledge. They have a great idea. Maybe they want to assemble a team, but how they want to convey the idea or the technical part to their team. But this Web3 must evolve from a complex tech stack to intuitive everyday tools. Okay, just like SAP revolutionized software access to all the people that are using it, because SaaS and Web2 space is like booming. From time to time, you see decades, it's booming right now. And at InitVerse, we believe that the future lies in offering blockchain as a service with real world applications, supply chain, creator economies, gaming, identity, you name it, you build it, right? So I guess the future lies in that. So I guess it's a very new and like a great way to build that. So people should definitely try it.
Nice. Yeah, I was really pumped up the first time I heard about a SaaS builder on InitVerse. I think it's something amazing. Even myself, I have like ideas, you know. Sometimes, you know, you're just wandering on the streets or you have a discussion like, that could be a great idea. But how to do it, I don't know, man. Now we have SaaS, so it could be a SaaS builder, could be great. Anything to add, Taraka, about it, maybe?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I just think the 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 idea, as you mentioned, some of us have ideas that, this would be a great app, or, we need something like this on the blockchain. But especially for some people who might not have that technical knowledge or the coding knowledge, you might not know where to start, okay? Like the technical stuff behind it. And at the same time, you don't get a lot of SaaS products for the three space. So for any of us to have this SaaS builder, to allow maybe non-tech users to be able to build and deploy the apps in such a short space of time without much technical knowledge is really an amazing platform, and hopefully we'll be seeing some really cool developments coming out of InitVerse as well. Yeah, excited for that.
Yeah, awesome. And I mean, it's endless possibilities after. Once you have a tool like this, you can go anywhere. And I can see in the future, nothing yet, guys, but some hackathon or stuff like this, some maybe project and some challenges and stuff coming later. Maybe it would be cool to put in a place some people with great ideas, entrepreneurs, some developers, whatever, using our SaaS builder and see who come up with what. It's amazing. It's like just using just an image and create it. To me, that's what excites me the most. It's amazing. And that's what InitVerse was all about. Is like, it's been 2 years now, and it started just with one idea. Like you guys that seeing this video, you can check as well on medium.com and InitVerse. You can read about it as well. And it just started with one line of code, and now we're here 2 years later talking about it. So it's pretty cool. And obviously nothing is working without a community, right? Especially in a Web3 and a blockchain industry. We just need a group of people who have the same goal, same values, who just assess the world like we did, and we were like, we don't want the middleman. We want to keep what is ours, right? And work with people. And the good thing is, everybody, it's not just I take it and you cannot have it. We can share it. So that's what it's pretty cool. And that will lead us to our third topic, is why actually is it necessary to have a community, and how can we grow it, and why is it so important? Maybe some insights, Taraka.
Yeah, great question. And we all know that community is so important. I think not just in Web3, but in InitVerse itself, because it really does play a very central role in like everything we do, from like governance to testing to feedback, and really everything else. And I think in Web3 community is very important because you really do need their support. And to build that confidence, it's not like a Web2 project or any other project, right? So yeah, I think what's really cool about InitVerse is over these past 2 years, they've really like built this community, and they've done it through constant like AMAs, engagements, incentives, events, and there's always something that users can take part in. Whether it's on Twitter or on our candy tasks, or even within the community. So I think the fact that users have all of these opportunities to take part in events, really get to know InitVerse, the side projects, and I think all of these activities put together, it really does strengthen that connection between InitVerse and the community. And leading up to these 2 years, I think It's visible when you see all of the comments, all of the feedback that users give, that we already have a very strong community. And I think it's going to be interesting to see how we move to the next one. And I think the really cool thing is that unlike other projects, we're actually giving out real contributions, real incentives, whereas it's not just like I say it now and then maybe tomorrow I won't say it. So yeah, InitVerse is taking a lot of credibility and a lot of just a lot of responsibility to actively protect these users. And yeah, I think it's going to be very interesting. I mean, we all know what's going on in InitVerse, especially with the second anniversary events. They're really, really fun. And it's kind of like a thank you to the community, right? So yeah, I just want to, for everyone that's listening, you should definitely take part in the events, complete those tasks and get yourself ahead and win those INI points and the INI tokens,
Yeah, nice. Yeah, well said. 2 years anniversary, man. And if you guys are in Bangkok, in Thailand, please feel free to join our event over there. The link will be in the description. Just register on our Luma link. It's gonna be awesome. Really try to come. Even if you're around Bangkok, just take a plane. Just stop everything you're doing. Just come and join us, guys. Yeah, what do you think, Adi, about the importance of a community?
Yeah, so first of all, I personally want to join the event and I will maybe.
Nice.
So, but yeah, really excited. So, for my example, community can make it or break it. For example, the community is the heartbeat of our ecosystem. You can say that. Because from builders to creators, every member that is part of that ecosystem plays a huge role to convey a message to broader audience, to the people who are going to use your product at the next hundreds, thousand, million, billion users. So every member plays a role in driving adoption. Growth happens through engagement, candy tasks. I see that Discord is very active, Telegram is very active for InitVerse, and especially people are taking part in those initiatives like social media channels. Twitter is one of the most active places right now, because you do a Twitter space, you see 1,000 people joining in, other projects are coming in, building a community together, interactive content, open forums, incentive quests that we do, and global representation, collaborating with other projects. They are bringing their own community, interacting with ours. So they're coming up with new ideas, new projects, new everything. So collaboratively, when people come together with new ideas or new, for example, they are very good developers, they need a member. For example, in the business side, they engage in community, they get that. And with InitVerse, the vibrant community that we have, it's great.
Yeah, it's amazing. You're right, and it's growing fast. That's why I'm the most not surprised, but surprised at the same time is how fast it is. I mean, that's the crypto space in general, but especially in InitVerse, in 2 years to arrive at this level is already good, and it will go beyond of that, of course. And what is cool about that is, like you guys said, is the community is super important, but it's I think in the individual level, and it's for me too, it's for everyone, is to be aware that in the Web3 and the blockchain we have the chance to be able to actually take part of decision and make our voice heard. That's one point that's amazing, and not only just in a politic way, but just in your daily life, in a project, the way you want to make money, the way you want the project to go. It's amazing, and that's also the strength of InitVerse, which is a layer 1 blockchain and proof of work, is that we not only, after a while the product is developed, every decision, kind of the major decision have been made, and then we embark people and tell them, and now you can decide on the minor thing. No, it's from the start. Because we're proof of work, then we need to have people mine INI token, so they are here since probably day one. So that's amazing. And don't forget, guys, when you have your INI later on, it's gonna be something that you can use to vote and participate in every decision InitVerse we're gonna make. Is what that's what decentralization is all about, and we're very dedicated to this part. And that's gonna lead to our last point as well. Is about CPU mining, right? And yeah, what is CPU mining, and why, what does it need in? So InitChain is the InitVerse blockchain, obviously you guys know. So yeah, let's talk about the CPU mining for a while. Maybe Taraka, you want to go?
Yeah, sure. Actually, even myself and a lot of people, when you first hear about mining, you often think high energy farms, like super expensive costs, and like having like very expensive, GPUs or ASICs and stuff like that. But I think InitVerse is doing a little bit differently, and we're bringing back GPU mining. So, even when you look at our Gitbook, for example, you can see that literally anyone with a simple kind of computer setup can participate in mining and in securing the network. And I think in today's world, that's a really cool thing that everybody has access to be able to like keep a system running and do the CPU mining. So whether it's students, or even if you're in like a, let's say, rural area, or even if you're a gamer, and like you're at work and you just have your computer running idle, you can also use it to do some mining and earn some mini tokens. So yeah, I think it's not just about fairness, and I think it's also about what's the word? I think resilience, right? And I think I think InitVerse, it really does help you to be able to kind of take part in this, and it makes it very like energy efficient, community friendly, and I feel like it's taking Web3 back to its roots. So permissionless, like very robust, and for a person like me, who was always not scared, but just like ignorant about mining. Now even I can mine, whether I have a PC or a Mac or Linux, So it's very, very exciting, and I'm hoping that with every token that I mine, it's gonna go to the moon, and I can earn a lot of money.
Awesome.
That's it.
For sure, man. Thank you. What do you think, Adi?
Yeah, I guess like with the point that giving like going back to Web3 root, it's like the best point. So unlike GPU, like it's cost a lot of money. So change that centralized power in few hands. So it becomes kind of centralized. Our approach like allows anyone to basic computer to participate in securing the network, like giving actual power in people hands, right? This fosters a fairer, more distributed consensus that we talk about always, while preserving the like main criteria or like main idea of decentralization, right? So CPU mining ensures that new users, undeserved regions that doesn't have those resources to mine, like can purchase high GPUs, can like with this CPU mining, they can contribute and earn, making blockchain infrastructure not only secure, but like the term socio-economically empowering for them and other like community in general.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. And the good thing also in InitVerse is you have the choice. You can be just a solo miner. So if you have enough power and you want to do on your own, it's great. And you also have the mining pool. So you guys don't, if you feel like you cannot use all the power of your thing, like Taraka said, there's always a possibility. Check out our mining pool as well. And there's a great innovation by InitVerse. There's a great balance. If in the same mining, basically to make it simple, if in the same mining there is someone with a lot of power, he's gonna make more init token. However, we're gonna try to balance the dynamic, and even if you have a little bit less power, you still will be able to mine init token, still have the reward that goes with it. So everyone, it's fair, it's for everyone. Go into it, you are always welcome. And the good thing is you can learn as well. It's amazing, learn every day about anything. And the Telegram is active, you can always ask your question. You can also join us on X account, our own, or InitVerse as well. and ask your question. Always happy to share. Always, education is key. We need to learn more and more and more. Yeah, I think we cover a lot of things. InitVerse wants for this 2-year anniversary to also give back to the community. Like we just said, the community is super important. Without you guys, there is no project anyway. So in order to give back, it's good for the project, it's good for you. We have a big 2 years anniversary challenge and events where you can earn some INI token. Simple task: go on candy.inichain.com. You will have all the information about the first one is Eternal Forge. Amazing. You can do it, ask your friend to do it, everybody. It's simple task first. It's mainly follow our Twitter, follow our Discord, follow our Telegram, and then just follow the steps. And we have also our Inibu NFTs. You can mint. Go fast, guys, because I think in the if I'm not mistaken, the first 3 days we already mint like something like 50% of it or even more. So go for it. It can be very valuable at one point. It's gonna also help you for later for some rewards and for activities in the community. So go for it. Also come to our events in Bangkok, Luma, for our 2 years anniversary. You're gonna meet a lot of cool people. You're gonna meet the team. Good drinks and food as well, I heard. So at least for that, come, guys. It's gonna be nice. And yeah, we see you very soon. And yeah, Adi, Takas, thank you very much. Maybe a last word, Adi?
So a lot of insightful talk with Jerome and Taraka. Thanks for joining in, and really nice to talk to you guys. See you in our next call. Yeah.
Thank you, Adi. Always a pleasure. Hey, Taraka, any last thought?
Yeah, definitely. I just want to say today I learned a lot, especially from you guys. Yeah, it's been a very fun conversation. And lastly, again, hopefully we have more people taking part in our 3 amazing competitions. I hope you're able to win those NFTs, win those INI tokens. And yeah, I mean, not a lot of projects can keep building even for, don't say 2 years, even for 1 year or 6 months. So InitVerse has really come a long way. And yeah, looking forward to the next 2 years and the next 4 years and so on. So yeah.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. Thank you for watching the video until the end. I appreciate it. If you can click and just say you like it, it will help us. Drop a comment, ask your question, follow the challenge. Eternal Forge is there. I will go on Luma with our 2 years party in Bangkok. Just join us, and we will see you next time. Thank you very much, guys. Bye bye.